Hello everyone and welcome back to Runescape. Today we are going to do Swept Away. And Swept Away can be started right here, right next to the Draenor lodestone. So let's get going. I love this quest. I love me some puzzles. Talk to Maggie. Welcome, traveler. What can I do for you this fine day, cha? Your house appears to be on wheels. How observant you are, cha? Of course it's on wheels. How else would I get around otherwise? Get around? Oh, yes, I like to keep moving, don't you know? There's nothing I hate more than being stuck in the same place for too long. So about those oxen. Yeah, poor old babe, cha. Hope she gets over her sniffles soon. After all, I could hardly ask her to pull this little caravan in the condition she's in, cha. Something smells rather interesting. Cha, that would be the cauldron, that would. I'm brewing up a mean batch of the good stuff, don't you know? What's that, then? Oh, it'll be the most top-notch bee's knees, socks off, knockin' premium batcheroo you ever did see. But such an extraordinary brew isn't easy to make, don't you know? What it really needs is some sparkle, some pizzazz, some of the old razzle-dazzle. Razzle-dazzle? Classic old-school enchantment, that's what I'm talking about, cha? But without a bit of witchly charm, this slop be about as useful as an axe made out of toadstools. Only thing is, old babe over there has the sniffles, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish it off. I don't want to leave her alone in this condition. Is there any way I could help with that? But aren't you a witch? That I am, cha. However, the brew this good needs help of at least 3 experienced witches, not including the cook. Is there any way I could help? Woohoo! Required items? Jack shit, let's go. Why yes, come to think of it, there is something you could do, cha. I'm sure I'm being racist or offensive or just embarrassing myself by saying cha at the end of all those sentences. Really, the only thing left to finish off the old brewer-rooney is to give it a stir with an enchanted broomstick. Adds a bit of flavor and spark, don't you know? So it happens I have a broom right here. Well, what's the problem then? Well, the broom has been properly enchanted, that's what. Good stuff like this will only come out when there are several witches involved. Hetty, Betty, and Aggie are the perfect ladies for the job. We've worked together before, and if you can get them to work their magic on the old broom of mine, we'll have a cauldron full of something quite spectacular when this is all said and done. If I gave you my broom, could you take it to Hetty in Remington, Betty in Port Sarum, and Aggie in Draenor, and each ask them to enchant it for me? In return, I'd be more than willing to share the good stuff all around. Sure, I can do that. What actually are you brewing? Didn't I tell you? I'm only brewing the best of the most spectacular brewifications, cha. But what does it do? Do? You blazes, woman, it's not... there's not time in the day to describe the glory of the good stuff. So, are you in or not? Can I count on you to get my broom enchanted so we can finish this thing off? Sure, I can do that. Excellent, here's my broom then. Cha, hurry back once that's enchanted, won't you? Of course. Alright, so let's head on south first of all. It is still Christmas. So everything is lit up to be all Christmassy. I don't know why I've decided to go around this way, but I have, and I have to live with that decision now. Aggie. What can I help you with? You're hot. Talk about Swept Away. We talk about brooms? Of course, what can I do for you? Maggie's asked me to help enchant her broom. She needs it to finish the potion she's brewing. I was wondering if you could help me out. Of course, Maggie's an old friend and we go back quite a way. Now, in order to enchant the broom, I'll need a bit of space and privacy. There's a little clearing us witches sometimes use. Would you like me to teleport you there so we can get started? Yep, I'm ready to go now. Okay, hold on to your hat. Hat held. Whoa, where are we and what are we doing here? Oh, this is just a little place that some of us witches use on occasion. It's rather convenient for the occasional ritual or spell. Not only is it infused with a bit of magical pizzazz, but it's out of the way enough that we don't get a lot of unnecessary interruptions. Right, which leaves the question of what are we doing here? You want that broom of yours enchanted, right? Right? Well, the best way to enchant that hunk of dead wood is to harness the power latent in the magic symbol here. See that pattern of 16 lines drawn out on the sand there on the ground? How could I miss it? In order to enchant the broom, you need to sweep away 4 of those 16 lines such that you leave only 4 small triangles on the ground. Nothing else. If you run into any trouble, let me know and I'll reconfigure the original pattern for you. I can also teleport you back to Draenor when you're ready to leave. Okay, thanks. I'll give it a try. Okay, 4 small triangles. Well, let's get rid of these middle ones because these middle ones are making 2. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I got this shit. Whoa! I felt that down to my toes. You did it! The enchantment in the sand patterns has infused Maggie's broom. There's nothing more you need to do now. Come have a chat when you're ready to... okay? That was impressive. Yeah, there's a lot of power in these types of magical symbols. I'd like to go back to Draenor. Sure thing. Just hold on to your hat and we'll be back in Draenor before you wiggle your nose. Alright, well that's done. Oh, excuse me. Alright, we're close enough so we can just run over. This is not a hard quest. Or rather, it's not a long one. There's the other shop. Betty or Hetty. I think this one's Betty. Betty. Talk to her about swept away. I was wondering if you could help me out with an enchantment. I suppose that depends on the sort of enchantment you're looking for. Well, Maggie needs her broom enchanted so she can finish the stuff she's brewing in her cauldron. Ah, I see. She's brewing again, is she? Well, I'd be happy to help. Maggie always comes up with the most amazing brews. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Now, Maggie always likes things on the spicy side, so what I really need for this sort of enchantment is my wand. I keep it down in the cellar in a locked chest. If you could retrieve the wand and bring it to me, I'd be happy to enchant Maggie's broom for you. There's just one little problem. What's that? You see, my chest is locked by highly magical means. I'd explain it to you in detail, but I haven't the time. You'll find my apprentice Lottie downstairs. Just pop down the trapdoor and over there and tell her I sent you. She'll be all too happy to explain everything. Okay, thanks. It's not even out of the way or anything. It's just there. So what do you want then? I need to retrieve Betty's wand. Betty sent me down here to fetch her wand, but she said there might be a small complication. I'll say there are complications. Betty has a penchant for intricacy. You're not going to be able to get that wand until you get that chest open. That sounds simple enough. What's so complicated about opening a little chest? Well, the chest in which Betty stores her wand is magically sealed. I won't confuse you with the details right now, but here's the deal. The chest is simply not going to open until order has been restored to Betty's menagerie. What do you mean? What menagerie? Well, if you look around, you'll see that there are 6 separate chambers, each of which is designed to house a little critter. Each creature has an enclosure that has been made especially for it, but at the moment several of them are out of place. So what you're saying is that we need to put each creature in its proper enclosure in order to open the chest? Exactly. Now I should warn you, these are very sensitive creatures and they don't really like each other. What does that have to do with anything? Well, 2 things. First, you can't carry more than 1 creature at a time. Second, you can't carry a creature through the door of a chamber that contains another creature. You'll have to move the creatures one by one. You can use the holding pen in this room to help shift them all into the right position. One more thing I should mention. You shouldn't have to move the bat and the snail at all. They're already exactly where they need to be. Now, if you have any questions or want me to put the creatures back into the arrangement they're in now, just let me know. Here's a magical slate. It shows you an overview of exactly who is where. You can use it for reference if you like. It's not necessary, but I find it helpful. Okay, thanks. Oh, I wanted to move the bat. I love bats. Alright, the blackbird should go here. She doesn't seem very happy here. That's where the rat needs to be. Okay, this is easy. Take the rat, put the rat here. She doesn't seem very happy there. Great. Take out the spider. Disgusting. I hate spiders. She looks extremely happy here. Remove the reptile from the pen. He looks extremely happy here. Then we'll take the rat out and put the rat in here. She looks extremely happy here. I put everyone in the correct place now. I want to see what genders these are. Aw. Oh well. I think they're probably both male. Ooh, da-da-da-da. Alright, I found Betty's wand. Your magical slate mysteriously disappears. Okay. Here's your wand, Betty. I got your wand for you. Excellent. Let me just enchant that broom for you then. There you go. I'm sure that's just the spice that Maggie's looking for. Many thanks. Alright, onward to Remington. We'll run off to Remington, and then we should be about done. Alright. Here we go. There's Hetty. Alright, swept away. Hello there, Maggie sent me to ask for your help in enchanting her broom. Brewing a cauldron full of her infamous good stuff, is she? Well, of course I'll help. I think this calls for one of my specialties, my famous, Thurgical broom ointment. Now, I can provide you with the ointment, but all you need to do is apply the ointment to the broom. Excellent. But first, I'll need a newt. A newt. Yes, a newt. Now, if you'll just pop down to my cellar through that trapdoor out the back, I've just had a recent delivery of newts and toads. The delivery ghoul is still there. I can't think what could be taking him so long. In any case, once the crates are unloaded, just bring me a newt from the newt crate and I'll set you up with the ointment. Okay, will do. Where's your trapdoor? Oh, there it is. Delivery ghoul. Gus! That's my cat's name! Hello, are you the delivery, ghoul? Hetty told me that, you could give me a newt for a potion? Yes, but I'd prefer it if you called me Gus. I'd make deliveries for Numinous Witchery Supplies Limited. But if it's a newt you're after, you can have one from one of these crates, but there's a problem. What kind of problem? A newty-toady sort of problem, I'm afraid. You see, the labels on these crates have somehow got mixed up. One of these crates contains just newts, one contains just toads, one contains a mixture of newts and toads. The problem is, I put the wrong label in all three crates. I can't remember which crate contains newts, toads, or both newts and toads. Oh dear, that certainly sounds like quite a problem. Indeed. Please don't tell Miss Hetty, or I'll be tomorrow's soup. The other problem is that I can't look in the crates myself. You see, I have a terrible fear of newts. Will you work out which box contains toads, which ones contains newts, and which one has both? If you could sort out the labels, I'd be happy to give you a newt to take to Miss Hetty. Deal? It's a deal. Excellent, I'm so relieved. So what do we need to do to sort out these crates then? Well, here's the problem. We need to figure out what's in each crate. All we know is that I put the wrong label in each and every crate, so not one crate has the correct label in it. I already know I can solve this by just seeing one thing. Well, sounds easy enough. I'll just have a look in each crate and... No, you can't do that. We can't disturb them. Don't you know anything about magical frogs and newts? We also can't waste too much stock. Miss Hetty will find out if we start taking newts and frogs out of crates as we please. So what do you suggest? Well, I was cramming for my crate delivery certification exam, and I remember reading about situations like this. A person can figure out exactly what is in all 3 crates by taking only one item from one crate. That's all I need to figure this out. The problem is I can't remember how to figure it out. I'm pretty sure the key is in what I said earlier, that each and every crate has a wrong label in it. Here are the 3 labels. Yeah, I got it. Thanks, Gus. We gotta take one from out of here. It's a newt! Ah! A newt! Alright, so this is the newt's crate. And because all the labels are wrong, this one has to be the toad's crate. And this one has to be the both crate. Ha! I do believe you've labeled the crates correctly. Miss Hetty will be so pleased. Now, you need a newt, right? Feel free to take one from the newt's only crate. The other ones aren't appropriate for ointments and potions. I got a newt. I love newts. I love lizards. I want to examine the newt. A newt. Okay. Alright, swept away. Have you managed to get a newt yet? Yep, right here. Excellent. I'll just take and add a little newt slime to the ointment. That should just do it. Rub the ointment on the broom. That should suit Maggie's purposes. Wonderful, thanks. Use the broom ointment on the broom. You smear the broom ointment onto Maggie's broom and feel it tingle as the enchantment permeates the wood. I don't want that vial anymore. Fantastic. So let's go back to Draenor. Come on, Squishy. My perfect little Squishy. Alright, so that's everything we need for the good stuff. Welcome, traveler. What can I do for you this fine day, Cha? I have good news for you. Cha, and how? What's that crackle in the air and the smile on your face, then? I've visited Betty and Port Sarum, Hetty and Remington, and Aggie and Draenor, and they've all enchanted the broomstick for us. Aye, you say? Brilliant! Oh, I can't tell you how grateful I am. You're in for a treat, you are, if you just do one more little thing for me. What's that, then? To finish the good stuff off, we need to give it a good stir with that broomstick there. It'll come out all the better if you do it, since you're the one who had it enchanted. Could you stir the good stuff in the cauldron for me, pretty please, with sweeties on top? Of course I could. Brill! Just a quick stir or two with the broom should be all it needs. Sounds easy enough. Stir Maggie's cauldron. There, that should do it. Well, I've stirred the cauldron for you. That stuff has a kick to it. I should think so, Cha. With all the added spice, that ought to be one spicy goulash. Would you like to try some? Wait, what? Goulash? I thought we were brewing some amazingly magical witchly potion. Well, what witch doesn't love goulash, I ask you? What could be more witchly than a big old cauldron full of spicy yumminess? But what about all the effort I went to enchant that broom? Cha, well, you don't think spicing something that good is easy, do ya? Look, I'm so grateful for your help. Why don't you help yourself to 10 bowls full? Just dip a bowl in the cauldron and help yourself to hang your hat. That stuff's magic, after all. Not to blow my own horn, but just one bowl can improve almost any aspect of your life. Here's a bowl you can use. You can also keep my broom if you'd like. Now that we've used it to infuse the broom with some good old spice, it's not much use to me. It can't do much other than sweep with it at the moment, but there are other witches out there who'd be happy to enchant it for you if you're interested. Woohoo! 2 quest points, a broom, access to 10 portions of experience-giving goulash, and 2 treasure hunter keys. Alright, well, we gotta do this. And I want to put them all in construction because construction is my favorite skill. And it's also the most... Oh, it took my fucking bowl. It took my bowl. It took my bowl, guys. Treasure hunter, give me some bowls. That's not bowls. That's not a bowl either. There's a fallen star in defense, though. I have one bowl here of stew. Oh, that took my fucking bowl. Good. I would like 9 bowls. Thank you. Alright, give me some more of that goulash. Oh, I gotta finish it. How do you know I still have a bowl of goulash left? I can smell it from your pack. What else has that unique aroma of garlic and grub slime? Suddenly I'm not feeling so hungry. Alright, alright, alright. But we're still putting them all in construction. Goulash gives you a warm, pleasant feeling. Alright, let's... Maybe I'll actually level up from this. It's not giving me a whole lot, but... Maybe. Here we go. Almost done. I'm not gonna level up from this. Come on, so close. Oops. Last one. Awesome. Now, I guess we have this broom. But that is all the time I have for today, so thank you everybody so much for watching. I have been Rael, and I will see you next time. Bye!